So I joined the company about 8 years ago. My background is retail. I've been in retail all my life. So what attracted me to the position was that I'd seen the brand in Toronto in the early days. And it was just something that was completely different than anything else I'd ever seen. So, colorful and noisy and lots of great stuff happening in the store. Incredible products. Didn't really understand the ethics of the brand back then. I don't think the company, talked about it as much. I don't think at the time I had any, I hadn't been an activist. I hadn't been thrown in jail. It was just, something that was easy to identify with. Natural must be better than synthetic. You don't want to hurt animals. Well, I understand that, and I have animals. And environmental protection, is sort of important to everybody. So, but I think as we've evolved and as we've become bigger, we've strengthened our ability to, to screen for the right sort of cultural candidate. We find when we're on a street, Robson Street in Vancouver, we're surrounded by our competitors. We've got competitors all over the place. When we're in the field visiting suppliers, we're not surrounded by anybody. We're the only ones there. So we invest an awful lot of money in building teams to go and visit all of our suppliers on a regular basis. So they'll go, it'll be maybe somebody from the buying team along with some of our staff quite often. It's a great experience for them to go and visit buyers. So we're on the ground visiting the suppliers and really seeing what a huge impact it has in their local community if we can buy product from them or source product from them versus some bigger company someplace else. So it's really on the ground and doing this constant checking to make sure that things are as they're supposed to be. I think there are a whole series of elements to our competitive advantage. So one of them for sure is the ethical stance of the business. I think that that's pretty unique, and the challenge for us is communicating that. I think our constant innovation, so we're still fairly small, but incredibly innovative. We do make conscious decisions to limit our growth by not entering markets where we can't operate with the same ethics that we operate in North America and other places. So would we be able to do that if we were publicly held? It would be really challenging, where the focus is around quarterly earnings and bottom line. As a privately held business, we're very interested in our bottom line. That's going to help us fund, continued growth and continued, created product innovation and so on. But bottom line is just one of our metrics. We measure. We're very interested in some of the other ethical pieces as well. So could we do it if we were public? Maybe, but it would be much more challenging. We are 187 stores in North America now. We're adding a store every week or two. So we're growing very quickly, and we believe that we have a huge potential to continue to grow. And so it's still fairly early days for us. In terms of my own leadership, I'm focused right now on trying to fill in a bit more of the leadership team. So we have some folks in place who are fantastic. We've got to fill in some additional support roles, and then developing those folks so that they're ready for what's going to come at us. It's like a big freight train coming in terms of growth. So it's been fast and it's been great. It's going to keep coming. It's going to get bigger, and we need the tools and management capability to deal with that. We're adding 30 or 40 stores a year, every year, for the foreseeable future. So we believe that we could get to 400 or 500 stores in the U.S. quite easily. We're 140 stores today, so we're still a tiny, tiny brand. And similarly in Canada, we're 47 stores. We could add quite a few stores in Canada as well, which is sort of why we don't worry so much about not being able to enter a market like China. We are such a small brand. Just in the North American business, we've got so much room to grow just in North America that we'll continue to grow for quite some time.